Hello, my beautiful soul sisters and brothers. I'm Cynthia Glickman, the Joy Doctor and a fellow twin flame. I had a awakening literally in the middle of the night, and so I'm intending that this message touches you and inspires you at just the right time in divine orchestration, divine timing, and helps you to shift your perspective if you're feeling a little bit challenged at the moment through some heavy, serious energies we just went through. And by the way, this is Happy. If you haven't met him before, he wanted to be a part of the video today. I don't know, he's my loving little angel. So that begins the message, and part of what I wanted to share with you today is the reminder that this twin flame journey or relationship journey that you're on, it really doesn't matter whether it's your twin flame, quote unquote, or not. Right now, this is really about evolving and growing and expanding ourselves into unconditional love. And this unconditional love is starting in these divine unions and anchoring that unconditional love, as many of you already know. But then it grows beyond that, and as we begin to experience and learn how to unconditionally love our partners, we're going to raise up into another realm and a different paradigm where we begin to, I see this domino effect around the entire planet. And so right now, it's partially that reminder that this journey is not about your twin coming into union with you. I mean, ultimately, that is a goal or part of the deliciousness of what we're desiring, and you will and should have that. But the goal is actually your ascension and your evolution. And I keep wanting you to, and we all are, it's a call back to yourself. It's an internal call, and finding that internal union within yourself. And I've had some people actually say or call their divine partners assholes and jerks and other names that I won't say, but that's not unconditional love. And ultimately, your partner is going through his or her birthing process. And so the awareness or the epiphany that I had that woke me in the middle of the night was, it was a pregnant woman. And although this is a pretty common analogy, there was a shift in this perspective that, you know, all of these divine feminines are like, well, where's my twin? You know, I want him to come, I want him to come. And some people are harboring resentments and heavy emotions. And, you know, I myself have kind of gone back and forth between my highest self of just knowing this unconditional love and these moments of, but he did X, Y, or Z. And, you know, this is really about releasing all of that and recognizing that that this darkening of the soul that the masculine has gone through, some of them are still going through, is like this birthing process. And you wouldn't shake the fetus and try to push them out sooner than they're ready to be born, because then you would end up with a premature child that's going to have bigger and bigger problems. So you want to make sure that you allow that fetus to grow and become all that fetus was meant to be. And you wouldn't point at your stomach and say, oh my God, you're a horrible little child because you haven't shown up yet. And so it's the same thing with your divine masculine. If you can have that level of loving and knowingness that at the right time he will be birthed, at the right time he will come through. In the meantime, this birthing process, the pain that you're feeling, you know, just like a birthing process, you might throw up, you might be sick, you might have pains. at the end of the day, when the child comes through, it's miraculous, and that's absolutely what's happening. Some of us are coming into union, getting closer and closer. Some already are, and divine unions are just ready to unfold. And so I hope that that analogy somehow touches you or helps you to shift your perspective a little bit in being able to be more gentle with the divine masculine and continuing to send love not only to your divine masculine, but on a planetary level, to just take a deep breath and send out divine love to all of those divine masculines that are going through their struggle and are trying to be reborn. And some of them are aware, some of them aren't, and they are working through this process. And in the meantime, it's about you elevating yourself to that complete and total unconditional love. So some of the words that came to me this morning in meditation were, forgive them for they know not what they do. And so forgiveness is actually, I think, a funny thing. The only reason we would need to forgive anyone is if we've already judged them. And as those words spoken by Christ were, to have that unconditional love. He had that unconditional love, and that is what we are here to evolve to, is that Christ consciousness. Because if you're watching this right now, it's about knowing who you truly are, and part of who you truly are is a divine child of God, and you are angelic, you are a starseed, you are an ascended master. And knowing who that is and fully embodying your angelic self at all times into this human body is what this is about. And we are embodying that more and more. And that is what your job, your journey is about right now. And there's happy. And after after all of that happened to Christ, he was resurrected, right? He rose again. And so if you're feeling heaviness, or you were crying a lot over the last few days, as I know many divine feminines were, this is just a shedding of that old skin, and you will be resurrected. You will come through the light. There is a light at the end of the tunnel, and something miraculous is waiting for you, and that I am absolutely certain of. So just remember that if your masculine isn't in your third dimension yet, just know that he is incubating, he is growing, and you don't want to birth him too soon. And lastly, one other thing that is just a manifestation tool is if you keep saying over and over, and you keep, as Abraham says, like pounding the drum of he's not in the third D yet, he's not here yet, he's not here yet, well, guess what? You are sending the vibration that he's not here yet, or she's not here yet. So start telling a new story. It might be challenging at first, but the new story is to say, oh my God, isn't it amazing how he calls me every day? Isn't it amazing how he texts me every day, or she? Isn't it wonderful how we are now in union? And start telling the new story. It may not feel authentic at first, but continue to follow that until your vibration matches that knowing, because you already know the connection. If you are really, truly have discovered who you are, you know that you know, and you know that you know. And if you don't know that you know, then let me know, and I can assist you in that. So feel free to reach out to me. I've gone back to my regular pricing, but anyway, if you'd like a session or some assistance, you can feel free to email me at drcynson@gmail.com. That's drcynn@gmail. I hope you have an amazing day, and again, my intention was to send out love, light, and assist in the evolution of the consciousness of all of us, and unconditional love to my soul sisters and brothers out there that are making their way too. So we're all doing the best we can, and I love you. Have an amazing day.